This time on Roadkill, shredding Steve Dulcich drives it till the wheels fall off.
Got it.
How does that even happen, Finnegan?
You're a legend, dude. You got legendary powers.
I just break stuff. Worse than Tony.
Yeah, I don't even think Tony's done that.
No.
Good work.
Oh, thanks, bro.
The gang's all here. Finnegan, Freiburger, Newbern, Dulcich. And you know what? You and I have had such a great time at the Dirt Fish Rally School that we decided to spread the wealth to you guys. And we're right here at Rally Ready Driving School in Texas. And we are going to beat on some junk. What are we gonna do here? Divide them up into teams, drive some cars around, have a great time. I think we gotta do the gang back together thing. Mike, it's you and me. We haven't done an episode together in so long. And so that means you guys are together also. The only thing that sort of has to be decided is who's driving what car.
This is the good car.
That is the good car. You know what I think we should do is a whole bunch of different competitions, and maybe at the beginning of each one, except for the first one where Mike and I are taking the Camaro, we'll rock, paper, scissors for who drives what.
I'll make you guys a deal. We'll start out in this car. If you beat us in the first event, we'll talk about maybe you taking this car.
There you go. That's a good plan. Because we're just presuming the Camaro's better than Industrial.
You can't do that. You'll take the better car, and then we get to trade when we beat the better car?
Do you see a problem with this?
Not at all.
No, we're good. It's our show.
1 + 1 is 3. It adds up, dude. Sold!
All right, so let's give you a little bit of background history about what these cars are all about, and we're gonna get to racing.
This is the Joe Dirte Camaro. This was the hero of the season finale of Faster with Finnegan, which I believe is your 9th favorite show on this channel. Thanks for watching, appreciate it. It is powered by a 350 Chevy, turbo 350 transmission, a medium shot of nitrous oxide, a Ford 9-inch rear end, really low gears, and it crushed everything in a mud drag race. Today, it's gonna destroy everything here at the rally school. Trust me.
I'm here to tell you about this car. You might have seen it before if you watched Roadkill, because on the episode where they went to pick up that 66 Dodge pickup, they found this at Birdsong's and they bought it. And not only that, but he basically built the car, really, to be perfectly giving credit where credit is due. It had a blown 318, he pulled that out, he put in a Magnum 360. It has a 3-speed Mopar manual transmission and what feels like a pretty good clutch. Out back's the worst part because the rear end is a puny 7 1/4, which blows up like dynamite, and there's no positive traction, so it's a one-wheel peel, which is not too good on a dirt track. But clearly, those guys with that Camaro are gonna have their hands full with this whole steaming pile of mess. These bald tires have got to come off these wheels, and we've got some other tires over there and a tire changing machine, but I don't know how to change tires. So we got Newbern here.
Yeah, I got some UTV tires. We're gonna take these old slick tires off.
Is it tires or tars?
Tar machine.
Tars. There's 2 tars over there, and there's a tar machine, and there's a guy who knows how to use it.
Pit crew, this is NASCAR Rick, coming at you from Southern Alabama right now.
Hey, Newbern, I've got an idea.
What you got?
I'm gonna attempt to do stuff, and then right before you see me do something terribly wrong.
All right, well, it's wrong.
What do you mean?
We gotta let the air out and break the bead first before we put it up there.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta take the air out first.
Of course. Now, that's the little button in the little thingy, but the whole thing will unscrew when you have a valve stem removal tool. Push it right on in.
All right, you ready?
That looks good to me.
All right, here we go.
Oh, look at that. Boom.
All right, spin it around.
Oh. Oh.
Spin that baby around.
Is it gonna go the right away?
Team usage right here.
Boom. It's stuck.
Now, we'll take it back off. We'll break the bead again.
Again?
Put it back on there and the tar right off.
That's it. Let me lube it up. Oh,
Oh,
hell.
come on. Ready?
Yeah.
Spit that wheel right on out that tire. There you go.
And that's how you change a tire.
What?
Tar.
Tar.
Now, we're gonna get our UTV tire. We're gonna just throw it right back on there.
Son of a gun. That's first. Let me give it another try. All right.
Oh,
Boom.
18. All right, Steve, give it a shot.
tires need a touch more air pressure. When he's going around the turn, like the sidewall's like rolling in, it's on the verge of just coming off the bead there. Okay, he's good, so it's fine for today.
I think first competition's gonna be the down and back drag race on the place that they call the runway.
Ooh, sweet.
Yeah.
That sounds good, but I'm afraid your car is going to need some servicing.
What's that?
Well, the water in the oil and the oil in the radiator.
Really?
We haven't even started yet.
When did that happen?
I don't know. We found a blown head gasket this morning. You know what, guys, though? I've got you covered, Freiburger.
Oh, dude.
Oh, we got this.
That fixes
The
everything.
K-Seal handles everything. We've
That will
proven it.
literally stub your toe, K-Seal.
This is a guarantee. Well, I'm obviously to blame for this. See, yesterday off camera, we were taking some still photos and I was looping it around here. I fired it up, I go 2 laps. I'm like, man, this thing is hard to drive. I didn't know it had power steering on it. And I looked down at the temp gauge and boom, it's at like 220. Like, whoa, I shut the thing off and obviously it overheated and blew a head gasket.
Glug. Finnegan wanted to change the oil, which is the wise thing to do.
And it runs so good. We poured in the head gasket in a bottle, let it warm up. It sat there for a long time and didn't even get to 180, so that's good news. So now we're gonna go change the oil just to be sure, and hopefully this thing's fixed.
Well, it's a good thing we're changing the oil because I pulled the drain plug out and indeed, milkshake in the oil pan, which means those bearings aren't protected at all. We don't have a filter to change, but if we put 5 or 6 quarts of fresh oil in there, I think that might offset the water content of the half a quart of oil that's in the filter. It'll be fine. We're still gonna spray nitrous through it. We're still gonna win.
The oil's all changed, but this thing, when it's running, makes a noise that these guys say it never made before, and I'm hoping that it's a header gasket, but sometimes it's hard to tell the difference between that and a loose rocker arm. So I'm gonna use this screwdriver, touch it to the valve cover, and then touch my ear to the screwdriver. It will transfer the vibration up into my ear and let me know exactly what's going on. It's just the header, we're good.
All right, car, you and me now. We've done this before.
Our first event is gonna be a down and back drag race. We've got Finnegan in the Camaro, and here he goes. That does not seem fast, Newbern. What's the deal?
It's the driver.
Oh, okay.
I can see, oh, there's a hole. There's a hole. There's another hole.
Oh, that was a pretty good turnaround, though.
Yeah, he's gonna be good at that.
That's your partner there.
Yep, here we go. He's hauling. Oh, he lifted and boom. Oh! Looks like the shutdown is where all the action is. That was a 25-39.
That was sketchy. That was so sketchy. There is not a lot of shutdown there, and you have to go through a fence.
What happened?
I had to brake before the finish line because I was like, there's nowhere to go, and I don't think this thing's gonna stop, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I heard that. It was gnarly.
It's fun, though. I want to go again. Can I go again?
So what you gotta beat is 25-39, so keep a count in your head, okay?
I can do that.
It's 1 potato, 2 potato.
Here we go, car.
That was a lot stronger lead. Oh, yeah. That thing's hauling. That looks cool.
Yeah.
Oh, he aced this one again. Here he comes. Look out. Oh, he's still lifted before the finish line. 23:04 though, so he cut a couple seconds off, and he didn't die in the shutdown.
Car rips.
Well, you improved 23:0.
Nice.
It was 25-something before, so that's good.
All right. That was fun. Who's going next?
Dulcich in the Duster.
Oh, sweet. Good luck, sir. I'll move.
gonna be just like NASCAR.
Dulcich is up in the duster. I don't trust him, so on the way back, I'm running that way.
All right, come on.
This thing's a 3-speed stick. Wow, he's actually hauling. He's throwing rocks.
He's lifting way early, though.
He lifted way early.
Did he get lost already? There's only one turn.
Well, the problem down there, it's a one-legger. It doesn't slide well.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Oh!
You ready? Get in the stance.
Oh, yikes. He made it, but he did not beat you. That's a 24.73.
Man, that was sketchy. He came off the ground right here.
Yes, he did.
We're gonna have to let him go again. He went twice. I'm not convinced he went all the way around the loop. I think he turned around on the road.
He's done that before.
No,
Yeah.
he did not. He went around the loop.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Hey, Ryan, camera Ryan at the big end of the track. Did Dulcich actually go all the way around the loop?
Yeah, he did.
All right, thanks for playing. All right, so we officially cleared with cameraman Ryan at the big end that Dulcich did go around the loop. From here, it looked like you turned around early. You did not beat Finnegan. You went 24.73.
Yeah, I didn't think I had Finnegan. Perhaps with another go.
Just don't kill us, because that was gruesome. Dulcich, round 2.
Ow! He did that on purpose.
He is hauling now. Oh, but he lifted way early. I'm probably gonna do that too. Chicken out. Here it comes.
Ready to run, dude.
Yeah, ready to run.
Stealing second
Wow,
base.
he's hauling. Oh, not good. Oh, he made it.
Save.
Oh, dude.
Did he do it?
23:05.
What was my 23?
I'm looking. 23:05 to 23:04. We won by a hun.
No way!
Yes, you went 23:05. You went 23:04.
Oh man, if I would have just stayed on and coming through the starting line.
You had farted, you would have won.
Finnegan, it was a good race, my friend.
That was excellent.
Good
I
job.
guess it's up to you and me now.
Good job.
There you go.
Oh, dude, this thing is 230 right now.
Okay, so our car is not ready to compete. She's 235. So
235.
Newbern's going to jump in and try to top his partner's time in an effort to catch Team Finnegan.
Finnegan.
Finburger.
Finnegan.
Finburger. Yeah.
Finburger.
Yeah.
Finburger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Wow, that duster is super fun. I almost beat Finnegan's best time, but you know what? He got me. But anyway, Newbern, take her down the track.
You got it.
Oh! He's way out of the groove.
He is on the roughest part of the track.
Oh, he's gonna go in the water.
Look out, he cannot see.
That thing's graceful.
2480. Everyone's pretty consistent.
You're right there with everyone else's first pass.
Right there.
I went through the mud down there.
Avoid the mud puddle.
You have to pick up 1.8 seconds.
Okay.
Back in the mud.
He was ripping.
He cannot see anything right now. Oh, he slowed down, 24:42.
The pan might have contacted the ground there.
Might have.
Maybe.
Oh, and I smell clutch. 24:42. Not enough to win. It reeks of clutch out here.
Probably brakes.
Maybe. Team Dullburn is still behind. Oh, this is gonna hurt. No! I'm up. Let's go.
He began the race in the air, ladies and gentlemen.
He did.
Whoa. Why'd he come from that way?
Boy, he came in and out the same side.
No, he didn't. Oh, stopped really early. It was like a 25. It really doesn't sound happy. It wasn't good. It was like 25.
Really?
Yeah. The beginning was epic. You crossed here in the air.
Yeah?
Yeah. Something happened down there, though. Go again. You can do this.
Do you care about 220 degrees?
It ain't my car. Oh, he is hauling butt.
So he goes the other way.
Wait, you haven't even stopped.
I stopped at the wrong cone.
Yeah, you stopped way down there.
I did.
Not bad, though. 23.77.
Okay, so that wins.
Are we gonna do average or?
We did. You lost.
Okay, Nusich, ready for your assignment number 2?
Yes.
Figure 8. We're gonna start right here.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna come around and we're gonna start timing you in the intersection. Then you're gonna do 2 full figure 8s. So you cross the intersection 5 total times.
Is it 5 or 5?
5.
They get to drive the winning car from the last event.
Yeah, you get the Camaro, unfortunately.
Well, you know what?
All right.
Yeah.
I drove the Camaro from the last location to here, and it's
broke
a
it.
far superior vehicle. So you guys have your work cut out for you.
We have an open diff. It doesn't slide awesome. Tell you what, I'm gonna cut 2 seconds off your time for anybody who leaves a connecting rod on the track.
That's pretty worthwhile. Is that a deer? You go first, Newbern.
all right,
Climb
okay.
into that Camaro and show these boys how it's done.
All right, here comes Newbern staging the Camaro.
Are you ready?
He's in gear.
Go for it. Oh, good turn. I see sparks coming out from under the hood.
That's 1. Not smooth, like,
I mean, it's got good momentum, though.
That's 2.
There we go.
That's 3.
Dude, he's doing great.
He's doing really good. Looks nice. That's 4. All right, next time through the intersection, it's time. Oh, that looks cool. Oh, he saved it. Oh, no. Nope. Oh, no. Oh, he's still not there. Come on.
He lost it. He just lost it.
He's still not there. He's still not there.
Come this way.
And stop. Okay, almost a minute, 58:54.
On a technicality, you were doing amazing
So
until...
close and yet so far.
It's all about the fun.
It was. We liked it. I hope you did.
Solid effort.
Yeah, that's under a minute.
All right.
Next up, Steve Dulcich.
What? We go back to back?
Okay.
Okay. Okie dokie. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
What?
You threw the belt, bro.
No power steering?
Yeah. I see it dangling.
As soon as Dulcich went to run, he realized it had no power steering, and both of the belts have fallen off. And so 12-volt Dave here is throwing them back on so that his buddy can have belts for half a lap. Belts fixed. Dulcich is up.
Well, I guess that's good enough.
looking good.
Yeah, not bad at all. Up, except for now.
He's going the wrong way.
He totally choked.
How do you get lost on a figure eight? How's that even possible?
I lost the course.
We're now going backwards.
Okay, all right.
That's 3 times.
Okay.
Where the heck am I?
He's gonna beat you, Newburn. Up, and he loops it. So if you want to count that a complete run, it was 46.90, but...
Well, he shortcutted half the course.
Yeah, he made it O track. And he doesn't realize he's done.
Yeah.
Shift! Dude!
Hell with it. That's my boy right there.
Lunch? Want lunch?
15 is what he's going for, not 5. 15.
Oh.
I don't care.
Oh, rocks!
I'm still. Oh!
So when you were going right, did it ever occur to you you might be going the wrong direction?
I got a bunch of sand in my eyes. I couldn't see nothing. Once I got the hang of it,
Those 9 laps really looked good.
yeah. Once I got the hang of it, but by then, the horse had left the barn. So,
Yeah, 46.90.
oh, I beat Newburn.
Well,
You turned it
if
into
you
an oval
consider
track.
the fact that you missed one complete
Oh,
loop.
come on. I did
least.
not miss it. I know you guys are just joshing me. That's pretty good, guys. Yeah, I know, but it's all right.
You did great, dude. You did great.
All right, Freiburger's up.
Right here. My teammate right here.
Okay, the Duster here does not have a limited slip or a locked rear end, so it doesn't slide as easy. But I think all I have to do is not get lost and I win this.
I believe Mr. Freiburger is about to put on a clinic.
You go! Ah, the nerve of that man.
Dude.
All right, here we go again. Look out.
Dude, those tires are aggressive.
How many laps is that? 1?
Vito's on the band.
This is gonna be it. Get ready to click it. Click. That's it.
No, that's not it.
I thought that was it.
No, not it.
Okay, he's still going, so it must still not be done.
Oh man, the tire kept coming off the ground on the inside, or at least unloading and spinning real bad. Woo! How'd I do, boss?
49.
49?
I got you by 1 second.
Seriously?
1 second.
Yeah, but you also skipped the
I
track.
didn't skip it. All these guys just told me that you're joking.
The no posse blows.
It didn't really seem to hamper you. I think you did pretty good.
It lifts the inside tire and spins so you can't accelerate.
I mean, for having all those things work against you, a 49 seems reasonable.
Like the amount of rocks you threw on everybody was incredible.
Well, that's good then. All right, Finnegan, I expect an improvement. This is gonna be last pass on the figure 8. It's gonna be Mike Finnegan in the Duster. All right, Mike, it's all you.
Oh, wow. This is different. I feel like I'm about to eat the steering wheel.
Oh, he's going. Whoa, you're not kidding. Okay. That's 1. Wow. 2. Oh!
That was fun.
That's 3.
Watch the bus.
Oh, I can't see him.
He's right there.
And boom.
He's still going.
And he beat my time, 39:37.
I don't know how many laps that was, but it was a lot of fun. He's happy.
39:37.
What?
Woohoo!
You won.
Yeah.
All right. Hooray for Finnegan. Hip, hip, hooray.
Next competition, the rally section.
That's what I've been waiting for.
All right, Dulcich, it's been child's play so far. Now we're on the actual rally section.
Yeah, it's got dirt roads, whoop-de-doos, curves, trees you can hit, grass you can slide on. Over there's a huge bank.
Oh yeah, the bank turn is awesome. Good old Newbern is actually back there fixing the starter wiring on the Camaro, which wouldn't start. We've only got Dulcich, me, and Finnegan here. Finnegan's going first in the Duster, followed by Dulcich.
All right.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Go! Oh! Well, that thing's graceful, isn't it?
It is. This is more like a Baja run, man.
Yeah, it is.
This is like the silt beds.
Oh, boy!
It's so swirly! Oh my God! Finnegan's ever experienced the power of the 360 Magnum Mopar V8.
Oh, I know. Man, he's ripping it.
It's pretty cool.
Wow! Man, can that Finnegan drive a Duster? Oh. Whoa!
Here he comes.
And as soon as he crosses those cones.
Oh my goodness. I may have knocked all the torsion out of the torsion bars if that's what's holding the front end of this car up.
Man, that's gonna be hard to beat.
That's a long course, 1:15.81. I'm kind of jealous only you guys are driving this thing. That looked awesome from here.
Dude, it was so fun and so scary.
Why?
Because this car is out of control, dude. One wheel is always spinning, and the car is just fishtailing.
Yeah, we should have welded the rear.
Is the front end lower now? I feel like I knocked all the torsion out of it.
A little bit.
You'll be good. Epic track. The berms are insane. Whether you want to jump or not, you're getting air. Dulcich is going to have a hard time either beating that time or not crashing.
Is it as good as Dirtfish?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Not as long as what we did at Dirtfish.
Right.
But it's just the right amount of scary and fun and fast, all in one.
You ready to watch Dulcich go?
Yeah.
All right, Dulcich, on you.
Yeah, go, buddy!
This will blow away and you'll see him. It's neat.
What do you mean, the wheel fell off?
We're hearing from the drone pilot that a wheel fell off the car.
Wiley, did a wheel fall off the car?
A wheel fell off the car. I'm getting the shot right now.
Oh, dude, let's go check on it. That's not my fault somehow.
Does he automatically win on that?
Yes, he does. He drove the wheels off of it. Of course he wins.
That was no good.
Dude, how many people do you know drove the wheels off their car? Nice work, Dulcich! You drove the wheels off of it!
It was the most spectacular rally run I've ever was gonna achieve in my whole life. I was flying through here, and then the whole car came right off the car. And it just went rolling right down the road, right on yonder. I'm pretty sure that Finnegan loosened it on his run.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything. I was just driving down this course, and my tire just came right off. Look at that.
No broken spindle? No, we can fix this. Let's do it. We need to find the lug nuts.
I like this car even more now. I don't know why, because like, it didn't kill you, it still looks good, it's not broken, and it came screeching to a halt and just flung its tire over there. Like,
It did. We can fix this with a floor jack and some lug nuts. The challenge is gonna be finding the lug nuts.
Don't let it drop on the tire.
4 washers and 2 lug nuts.
Are you kidding?
Yeah. Newbern found a couple, I found a couple.
Great.
Wow, that's a scavenger hunt.
Technically only a short one.
That's incredible. They may have to be forced on with the impact, though.
Does the lug nut even reach?
Mm.
I don't know, dude. You're a half-inch short of this coming through, and then you're gonna put a spacer on it.
Oh, that's why it came off. Yeah, not enough thread engagement.
Yeah, these don't reach.
Good catch, Finnegan. That's exactly what happened.
You get to go again, Steve.
On you, Dulcich!
Come on, big dog. Oh, he's a man possessed. Look at him right there. He's going faster.
Not throttling it like you were, though. No way.
All right, but he's made it past the point where he got before. He's already doing better.
Oh, good slide there. Yeah, he's not going fast.
That's the berm. It's a scary car to drive because it doesn't have a lot of traction, so it fishtails a lot. And I don't know what happened.
$128.
What did I run?
115.
Oh.
He was way
I
behind.
was like he was cruising.
Come on back, Steve!
My clutch linkage is locked up.
Okay, I guess that's the end of the day on the rally segment. Finnegan wins. Well, so what went wrong, Steve?
Oh, the clutch pedal, it got stuck, and I was stuck in neutral, just on like the greatest run I've ever done.
It won't go into gear at all?
I can't step on the clutch like as hard as I step on it.
Ah, that's too bad. It's raining and you already had a wheel fall off. Pretty much we need to move on to the next event, which is tomorrow.
All right, see you tomorrow for the head-to-head showdown.
I cannot step on the clutch pedal. It's stuck. And now the rain has come and has ruined the clutch pedal. Last night I was competing against Finnegan and the Duster on the rally course, and man, I had nothing but trouble because the clutch linkage was all bound up, and we came to discover the header on the left side of the car is absolutely crushed. The collector is up against the floorboard, capturing the shift fork that operates the clutch, so that linkage is a no-go. The only real fix for this right now is to cut the primary tubes. It's gonna be kind of like a short zoomy header when I'm done, but at least it'll relieve the problem with the clutch fork. Boom! All right, I consider that completely fixed. So we're gonna drop this car down, we're gonna take it out, and then we're gonna have some racing action.
All right, here we go. This is the last race of this episode, and it's been so long since Freiburger and Finnegan have been together that Team Usage is gonna let them go head-to-head in the Camaro and the Duster.
So we're gonna run this course, which is actually really, really cool and has some jumps in it and everything. But first, I wanna take a poll at this point in the episode on what we're thinking of these vehicles. So just call it out, Camaro or Duster?
Camaro.
Well, Duster, hands down.
Camaro.
Camaro.
You guys are just not any judge of horse flesh.
That's the problem. The Duster has no limited slip. It's got no front suspension travel whatsoever. The Camaro's easier to get in and out of, has better tires, taller tires, more suspension travel. So this is the choice unit.
I like the Duster.
Okay, he's going Duster, I'm going Camaro.
Finnegan's got the Duster, and I've seen how he can drive that thing. I'm gonna have to go Finnegan on this
I'm
one.
gonna have to go with the Camaro.
This track is wide enough for passing. Right here on this straight.
Yeah, just right here, though.
Go ahead and flag them off. Go! Oh! Oh! Carburetor backfired! Freiburger's carburetor backfired and the engine died. He stomped on the pedal too fast. Finnegan's halfway down the straight.
This car's a dead duck.
Look at that Duster fly! Oh! Wow! Wow! Man, that thing looks good going down the track. Look at the one-wheel peel. The rooster tail is insane. Freiburger's only 10 feet out of the starting line.
He technically takes the win.
I think it's all Finnegan. I think it's at the starting line.
Died, never left.
Oh, I win. All right, good game, way to hustle.
So what happened here is Freiburger only made it 9 or 9.5 feet out from the starting cone, whereas Finnegan, he flew around this track like an American eagle owning the dirt track.
Freaking Richard Petty around through here.
Oh, yeah. And look, it's kind of a petty color.
Yeah.
The number 44
One number
is
off.
almost 43.
My dominance throughout this episode is complete.
You guys ready?
We'll find out. Go!
Oh, look at that. This is a race. What we have here is an automobile race.
Oh, we're about to see some
Oh,
crashes.
no, this is going to be Finnegan on the inside.
Oh, he's gonna have to wait.
Oh, it's over for Freiburger. He seems to be stalled. Oh, Finnegan up and into the water hazard. Coming up. Oh, look at that.
That wasn't good.
If he can restart that engine and catch Finnegan. Freiburger is back on the track. He is back in this competition. It is not over. It is not over. Freiburger is still in this race. But Finnegan is going to be hard to catch. Look at that rooster tail. He's on the infield grass, and he's through into the last turn. Finnegan, here comes Freiburger, coming on strong, but I don't think he's got the engine. He ain't got enough motor to catch Finnegan. Finnegan on the last straight. It's old Finnegan!
I did it! That was fun to watch.
It was. Here comes Freiburger. This is drifting into the last turn down the straight. Oh, he's saving the car.
Oh, Camaro sounds bad.
He figures he ain't catching Finnegan.
Oh, man.
He's out of this one.
Boy, did I learn a dirt track racer's lesson right there. So here's what happened.
Okay.
Very first corner, you know, we were racing for it. I gave it to you. I went in. You blasted dirt in my face, and I did not have my shield down, and I had so much dirt in my eyes, I had to stop because it was, like, painful.
You are freckled now.
Yes. And so, basically, you won your own race twice. That was cool. The good news is, gives these guys a chance.
I took the Camaro.
Okay.
Steve?
Yes, sir.
You can win this race.
I don't know. Newbern's a hard-driving man.
I just showed you the way. Duster won twice.
I know.
Perfect.
I'll be cheering you on.
This is gonna be the final showdown. Your boy Finnegan might have taken out Freiburger, but you are going down, brother.
Newbern took the inside, the pole position.
I just heard him. He figured out my strategy. I'm on the inside to the first turn, so because whoever gets in that corner first is going to shoot mud all over the guy behind him, and then it's basically over after that.
You ready for me to send him?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Do it.
Go! Like it's remote control. That's fun.
Good. This is good, except Dulcich is on the outside and he's about to get blasted.
Yep.
Way out of shape.
Yeah, he's done. So pretty much the race was just won by Newbern unless he spins out and gets passed.
Or does Dulcich just take a shortcut? Because from what I've been told about this place, the grass is not off limits.
Newbern's way too far out front. Oh, good air, yeah! Okay, maybe Duster survives with sheet metal one piece. Here comes Newbern for the win. And bam!
That thing is a machine.
Here he comes.
Never gives up. Look at him. Still wide open.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, coming in hot. Do you want to go again?
Sure.
All right. This time, I think it'll be different. I feel like Dulcich now knows some of the course. However, Newbern now knows the course, and is crazy.
Everyone ready? Okay, Dulcich, go!
What are you doing? Are you really plugging the nitrous in?
Oh, Andy's gonna go. Oh, he's on the button. And it's just missing.
$5 says he'll catch him.
I'm not taking that bet. Look at him. He's on a leisurely drive. Oh, Newbert's gonna blast past Dulcich right now. Watch this. Uh-oh.
Here it comes.
Oh! This is way better than before. Well, over here anyway.
He just took himself out.
He did.
Oh, I may have crashed the car a little bit.
So the Camaro's now stuck and not running.
Dulcich
and
is
I have
cruising.
no idea what Dulcich is doing.
I'm good.
He's yelling. I think he's okay.
Hey, go again.
All right, Dulcich, this time it's got to be a fair, clean start, okay? None of this jumping the gun.
Yeah. Guy, I will send them. Dulcich jumped, but whatever. He's on the bottle, dude. He's gonna get him. Watch this.
He's gonna cut in.
Oh, man.
Yeah, Newbert completely gets around Dulcich.
Don't give up, Dulcich. Newbert has already proven that he can overdrive this track. Oh, it doesn't sound good.
Duster's dying. Oh,
That
Camaro's
one's
not
not
good.
happy.
I think we've succeeded in breaking both of these cars.
He wounded it on the bottle, I guarantee it. How long will the rods last?
Man.
Oh, can Dulcich catch him?
Oh, come on, Dulcich.
Dulcich should just go straight here.
Up, Dulcich lost.
On the bottle. That's nitrous right there, dude. It's such a fast pile of crap. I love that car. Well, technically, they're still running. I think we should just send them again.
Keep going.
They're not dead yet. That was fun.
That was fun.
Who really won that deal anyway? Well, it's Roadkill, so no one really cares. Except Mike Finnegan. Because let's be honest, Finnegan absolutely dominated the driving and the fun in every single test. From the drag racing, to the figure eight, to the rally circuit, to the wheel-to-wheel showdown, which wasn't really a wheel-to-wheel showdown at all for Mike because I failed. He came out on top. And therefore, Team Freiburger and Finnegan win. And I'm sharing the glory. I'm not proud. But what's really the point? Well, it's getting out there and getting busy living, having some fun with some pals, and Roadkill once again proves that an old circle track car is the greatest value for fun in the gearhead world. So get a couple of them. Get out there with your buddies. Blast around in the desert, or the woods, or whatever. And when someone asks you why, you just tell them, because Roadkill.
We're not gonna give you credit because you are always fixing stuff, but you are hard on equipment. That was bad.
I'm sorry. I don't think you are. We were waiting for pistons to fall out of it right around here.
Yeah.
Well, I was just eating Ubern's dust the whole time, so
Yeah.
I couldn't see anything.
I know exactly what that feels like.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dirt, the berms, the jumps, everything about this place.
It is a lot of fun.
Maybe season 10, we come back, all of the dirt track cars. It'll be sick.
Ooh, yeah.
Maybe. Off our 540, and if you look, somebody ported this and made the ports way bigger than they need to be. But this is an old school way of thinking of how to build a race engine. We're putting this on our engine because we need it. It fits our carburetor. This is gonna kill power. Steve is adjust the height of our distributor. This particular distributor by MSD has an adjustable slip collar right here, and that allows you to set the height in relation to the deck height of the motor. The reason you want to adjust all this is so that you get a good mesh between the distributor gear and the gear on the back of the camshaft. But when I dropped this distributor in the new motor, we had a gap between the intake manifold and this slip collar. So it was never going to tighten down, so I loosened up the set screws. I'll now go drop this in the engine, put a feeler gauge underneath it, and then tighten the...
Well, made it 3 blocks before we got roadkilled.
I can't say that I'm surprised, though.
We rebuilt lots of things on this car. We did not rebuild this 30-year-old aluminum fuel line that runs front to back, and it has sprung a leak. We're gonna Band-Aid it right now just so we can keep going.
Yes, it is.
What do you think? Go about 3 more blocks, call it night?
Sure.
This time on Roadkill, the Rodson lives again! At least for the next 30 seconds or so.
I can't see that.
Ah, the Rodson. This is our 1971 Datsun 240Z that is Roadkill's favorite turbocharged rust bucket. For the past 5 years or so, we've had a love-hate relationship with the car. Finnegan loves it, and I hate it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's awesome and everything, but it is also so hacked and so rusty. But my biggest gripe is that it never fails to fail us. Every time I get excited about it, it breaks my heart. The first time was in episode 25 when the V6 Chevy-powered 240Z was our pick to win our shootout, but it broke on us. And then we added a Junkyard turbo and got kicked off an autocross due to an excessive amount of smoke because of an oiling problem with the turbocharger. And then we thrashed it against a brand new Subaru in a shootout until it overheated on the way to the final event. But then we rescued it, and it let us down again at Willow Springs International Raceway, where we were going to race it against the Jaguar with Randy Topes.
Oh, that's bad.
But instead of giving up on her, we decided to fix the engine, add a cage, and race it at the 24 Hours of Lemons. Everything was going great, except for a whole slew of problems like the wastegates falling off, electrical issues, the transmission breaking, and eventually the engine completely seizing up. So finally, we retired that Chevy V6 and replaced it with a Ford 5.0 V8 from a Fox Body Mustang. It was like a new car again, with more power and a beautifully obnoxious hater pipe and turbos sticking out of the engine bay. And all was great until we tried to drag race it against the Crusher Impala, and the rear end thought all of our new power was pure evil and spit the axle shafts into oblivion. Now, after years of letting us down and years of neglect, we're giving the Rotson yet another chance to crush our dreams and break our bankroll.
It's been 2 years since I paid any attention to this thing whatsoever.
I'm so excited to be here. This thing's a legend. Look at it. It sucks so bad. It makes me so happy.
Forgotten how great this part of it is, though.
Yeah, oh, this is magic. But none of it looks like
this part.
Yeah, none of it looks like it functions. Like I see a wire harness, a differential, half a transmission, and nothing's plumbed anymore.
Yeah.
This was a running, driving car when I broke something in the back end of it at the drag strip 2 years ago.
And after that, like, Lucky took it apart for us, and I thought the transmission was broken, but it wasn't, and it was the rear end, and it hasn't. Oh, after that, it went to the SEMA show.
That's right. People stored their backpacks inside of it.
Right.
I genuinely don't know where to start because we're about to work with all new parts that we've never installed. Like, we're going to take out the T5 and put a 6-speed. We've got some eBay parts for a rear differential that we've never installed, and I don't know if it even runs. We just start here and work our way backwards with getting a trans in it and then getting a diff. And
Okay, so trans swap first thing.
Sure.
Okay, let's put it in the air.
There's no good place to go except the floor, which is rusty, and I think this is the part where we lift the car up and cave the floor in. Whoa, it's bouncing the back off. It seems much safer.
Wow. As I gaze at the soft underbelly of the Rotson, I am reminded precisely how horrible this car truly is. I can't even believe we had anything to weld to when they put the roll cage in here. The rust over here on this frame rail is epic, and the patchwork of sheet metal and garbage, pretty bad. But we're gonna make it faster anyway. It looks like we're gonna have to start by removing the stock T5 transmission bell housing. That's what we've always had in this thing. A T5 is fragile like glass. It cannot handle this kind of power. We're gonna be installing a T56, which will take a different bell housing and clutch, but I think we're also gonna have to make some clearance here in the tunnel, so that's gonna be more hacking work. And I am freaking out about what we're gonna do for a transmission cross member because there's like nothing to attach to under here, so that'll be a thing. And then back in the back, I am reminded that there is currently no differential in this car at all. And so we're gonna have to fix that. We're also gonna eliminate these half shafts that have that funky bolt together adapter onto the center diff. And that is what we were welding together at Tucson Dragway the last time we had this thing out when we were drag racing against the Crusher. I guess that's gonna be eliminated. So I think our starting point is just start taking the bell housing apart and then try and bolt on the new one and figure out our clearance for our T56. T5 bell housing gone. Okay. This is the mid plate for the new bell housing.
It is once again time to put very shiny parts on our rusty old car. This flywheel and our transmission kit came from Silver Sport Transmissions, a company that specializes in adapting 5 and 6-speed manual gearboxes to any old car. Now, they don't have a kit specifically for our rusty old Datsun 240Z, but they have enough universal parts that we're gonna be able to take our old T5 manual gearbox out and put a Tremec Magnum T56 6-speed in there. It's gonna be awesome.
Then, that doesn't feel great. There we go, that feels great. Ooh, that feels awesome. Oh, that's really good.
Do you need a moment alone with the billet flywheel? I'm gonna go call my wife now.
So this is a Tremec T56 Magnum 6-speed gearbox. Awesome trans, you'll find it in a lot of late model cars. You'll also find it retrofitted in a whole bunch of older muscle cars by companies just like Silver Sport Transmissions. They're modular, you're gonna have 6 speeds. 4th is 1-to-1, 5th is overdrive, which in this trans is 0.80 to 1, and 6th is double overdrive, which is 0.63 to 1. This trans will give us the ability to run tiny tires on an import car, all the gear we want, and still cruise down the highway comfortably. And more importantly, the shift mounting point is way back here. So our shifter is no longer gonna be under our dashboard like it was with that T5. That's probably my favorite part about this whole deal is no longer pushing up to go into first gear. We'll actually be able to push forward like a normal car.
So the next thing we really should do is mock up the bell housing in the car and use a dial indicator to check the concentricity of the center line of the engine's crankshaft with the hole in the back of the bell housing so that the clutch and the transmission, everything's perfectly aligned with the engine. But guess what's not gonna happen? That. Because we don't have offset dowel pins in order to adjust it when it's bad anyway. So we're gonna roadkill it and just slam it together. It's the wrong thing to do. If it's not perfectly aligned, you can run into problems with being able to bang shift the thing. So we'll see what happens. But right now, we're just gonna slam it together with this clutch, which by the way, Silver Sport uses a flywheel with a Chevy pattern on it, just to simplify installation. So they only have to stock Chevy type clutches. So here I am installing the Chevy clutch on the small block Ford in the Datsun. We wanted to heave the transmission up in here just to see if it was gonna clear the floor pans and tunnel and all that stuff, and we hadn't even messed with the throwout bearing yet. As of this moment, the transmission's fitting so well, we actually started to work out the throwout bearing, and we're getting it up in there until we realize that this doohickey on the trans case is hitting this bulge in the body of the car. And because we don't want to damage the pristine sheet metal on the Datsun, we're gonna go ahead and just hack this thing right off the case of the transmission to make clearance.
Fixed.
There we go, we're good.
Okay, hurry.
No, just let go, you're fine.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
We have broke nearly everything in the drivetrain of the Datsun over the years. We broke our T5 transmission twice. We broke our rear differential. We broke the half shafts. I mean, we've destroyed everything thanks to our Ford Power Stroke diesel turbo power plant. And once again, we're gonna go with spend way too much money on parts the car doesn't deserve, and we're gonna throw $1,200 worth of eBay stuff on a pallet at the rear suspension and drivetrain, and then we're gonna go throw another $3,000 worth of polished and powder-coated billet parts to make this fit that rusty car. What you're looking at is the complete rear suspension and differential and brake systems from a 1990 to 1996 Nissan 300ZX twin-turbo car. What does that mean? It means we now have a larger differential. This is an R230. This is bigger than a Ford 9-inch ring gear. We're gonna get 369 gearing, a viscous limited slip, 28 spline axles and CV joints, 5-lug conversion, which is gonna give us way more options for wheels and tires on the back of the car now. And all of that billet goodness is going to make this fit that car and ultimately be just that much more reliable than it used to. Oh. R200, this was the one we got off eBay out of a Subaru WRX STI. 8-inch ring gear, really not bad, limited slip. That's a pretty good diff that bolts right into a Datsun 240. This is an R230, which has a 905 ring gear, bigger than a 9-inch out of a Ford. 28 spline axles, bigger diameter, and less likely to twist in half like that one did. You look here, this side, look, it turns, it's great. This side,
not so much.
Yeah, not so much. So yeah, hopefully this doesn't happen with this. I have better faith in it. Here's a list of everything we're about to replace. All of this stuff's going away. The only thing we're keeping from back here are the stock lower control arms. We're gonna get rid of our struts, our disc brakes, the half shaft, all that's coming out just as soon as I get this ridiculously long bolt out of the control arm. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make an adapter to go from the slide hammer to this bolt, so then I can just sit here and tap it out. I will not be beaten.
There you go. All right. There you go.
Wow.
Ta-da! It's become official now. We're about ready to have 300ZX parts in the Datsun. We've got the aftermarket mustache bar attached to the diff, and now we're ready to load it all up into the vehicle.
It's hitting something on the floor right there. Yeah, it's hitting the floor of the car.
Yeah, it is. We're running into a bunch of problems making this thing fit. We're not sure why just yet, but it looks like the diff is hitting the floor of the car before the bracket's going all the way up, and then there's also these drop-down brackets that need to fit on either side of the diff and mount to the control arms, and it's not fitting in between those, so we're in the fiddling stage right now. Oh, I just cut a brake line. Yep. Ah, what a pain. It's gonna leak forever. Nothing like adding work time. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the notch in this cross member right here, taking about half of it out, both fore and aft and up and down to try and make room for this differential.
Love welding right next to a fuel cell. Oh yeah. This is the half shaft out of the, I think, driver's side rear of the car. And we're rebuilding it with the stock 300ZX CV joints, outer and inner, but with brand new, shorter, custom shafts right there. And how dumb is this? We're almost ready to put it all together, and we can't finish the job because the stupid rubber boot doesn't fit over the housing of the CV shaft properly. The way these work is it's a lot of grease and ball bearings and races and stuff in there, and if you get any grit, any dirt in there, the whole thing locks up and destroys itself. So you really need the boot to stay on there. This is stopping everything we want to do today. This is the front control arm mounting point. Goes right there, right? Except the flange, the front of our brand new R230 differential, hits it. It will not go on there. We can't mount our control arms, so I'm just gonna borrow some stuff from Hot Rod Garage. This is the drive shaft of one of their project cars. They left it laying around. Clearly they don't need it, so I'm gonna cut it, and I'm gonna weld their drive shaft into our cross member so that our drive shaft has room to be awesome. Thanks, Tony. Thanks, Lucky. And that is how you use Hot Rod Garage parts to fix a Roadkill project car.
Remember how we were working really hard last night on the CV joints? Well, we finally gave up on that because the CV boots that we had were completely wrong. So Mike called the guys that have the company that make this whole rear suspension deal, and they're gonna send us some complete axle shafts and everything. So in the morning, we'll be able to put that together, and that is gonna be hanging us up from completely installing all this. But once I clear out that bushing so that I can get the bolt through there, we are going to be hanging the spindle right here. And then those 300ZX brakes are supposed to go on this. And then, of course, the new coilovers. And then the rear suspension is done. But we also figured out that the entire back half of the car needs to be replumbed for brakes because the calipers aren't going to work with the hoses that we've got or the hard lines that we got. So just keeps adding up. More and more stuff. Okay, there you go.
Like everything on this car, the differential is halfway mounted, the transmission's halfway mounted. They kind of need to be all the way mounted by tomorrow when our drive shaft shows up. And right now, I'm gonna have to fabricate a transmission cross member because obviously there's no kit to put a Ford 5-liter Shermec T56 into a rusty car. So probably bolting this straight to rust.
Oh, it's only going to the rusty floor?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm giving you not one fender washer, but another fender washer
to put on the top
to sandwich the rusty sheet metal.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I care.
Today's the day it all comes together?
Yeah, this is our last day. We're out of time.
Oh, so it has to.
It has to. So let's recap here. All of the stuff we're doing is to make the car more reliable. It's currently broken, right? Here's our original setup. Now, mind you, this is an upgrade from stock 240Z stuff. I don't remember when we did this, but we converted our stock 240 stuff to aftermarket half shafts here. Now, these are 25 millimeters, which is hard for me to say because I don't speak Euro, which is weird. And you'll notice the stub axle, which should be in the differential, is broke off in here. Okay, so that's no good. We're getting rid of that. Never mind the fact that there's 2 adapters on each end here to convert all this stuff to CV, because the factory stuff is U-joint, and all these bolts fall apart.
All the time.
We never could keep them together. All right, so then we call up Tech Toys Tuning. They say get 300ZX turbo car stuff from a 90 to 96 Nissan car. We do that. So this is a stock 300ZX half shaft, which is too long for our application in the 240Z. The track width is too long.
Oh, okay.
So Tech Toys Tuning sent us shafts, which are shorter and stronger, but while we were assembling it, like Dave was pointing out, we found out our boot would not fit over the CV housing. And yeah, it's just a boot. We could probably hose clamp it on there, but if it comes loose and dirt gets in the balls, it will legit lock up the back end of the car.
Dirt in the balls, bad.
Yeah.
He spent like an hour on the phone yesterday trying to find the right boot.
Yeah, 30-year-old import car, nobody has the boots near us, not within 350 miles. So the dudes at Tech Toys overnighted us complete 300ZX aftermarket shortened shafts with the boots already installed, ready to go in the car. And we also got our new drive shaft this morning.
Yep.
So we're ready to reassemble the back end of the car and find out, does the motor run?
It's all gonna come together now in minutes.
Yeah.
Ready?
I hope I said all that right. I think I did.
It sounded like you did.
And the adventure continues. Our aftermarket axles, the ones we had overnighted to replace the other aftermarket axles that had a CV boot issue that wouldn't work, they're both too long. And although this looks like it's together, we can't actually put the hub on and the brake on because the CV is sticking through the face of the spindle. So now, this all has to come back apart again, but at least we have a solution. The driver's side, which is the shorter side of this deal, that'll get swapped to the passenger side. The passenger side axle will come back out. I will disassemble it and use our original aftermarket axles, which are shorter, to rebuild it. And I'll put that in here, and then with any luck, maybe by the end of the day, we'll have brakes on this and maybe even back tires. I think we're supposed to be at a track tomorrow. That's probably not gonna happen. At this point, I'll just settle to do a burnout, even if it's right here on the lift. I don't care anymore. I just want to hear the car run.
Bam.
Uh-oh.
What do you mean, uh-oh? There's no uh-oh. Still too long? If this doesn't fit, can we just pretend this was all a joke and go home?
You know what we did pre-Roadkill with the Crusher Camaro? We had a center blocker in the rear end and couldn't get an axle to go in. We changed the chunk at West Tech.
Yeah?
And I cut the end of the axle off.
Yeah, you did. There isn't enough spline depth on this. When this thing is fully installed, it uses 100% of the spline.
But this end might be.
What he's trying to say is this axle is also too long. That's the punchline.
Yeah. Yes. I'll cut and sleep, son of a It'll be just like old days, because we did that on the Rotson before. I will cut the axle in the middle. I will sleeve it. I will that weld it.
We've done it before.
I will say nice things about it as I'm doing it. Just want to drive out of the shop. Okay, not even out of the shop. Burnout on the lift. Burnout on the lift. That's all I need in my life right now to make this worthwhile. I'm not even mad. It's a good car.
Just to be clear, we have 6 different axle shafts here, and they're all wrong. It's killing me.
We spent the night crying and laughing at this ridiculous problem with all of these axles we're trying to make fit. It is just a mess of custom and aftermarket parts. But we found a guy on social media who probably had a mix of stuff that was gonna solve our problem. So we headed down south on a short road trip to check it out.
Well, I brought everything I think we need to disassemble it. And I don't think it's fully assembled anyway, so we should be able to get back, I'm thinking, in 3 or 4 hours.
What exactly do we need?
So the control arms we have are stock, because when we ordered the kit, they were out of their control arms. Well, their control arms are adjustable up to 1.5 inches, almost 2 inches. So you can increase the track width, which is what we need with our axles. Our axles are too long.
Yeah.
Put the longer arms on, that'll space the upright out, then we should be good. No more shortening and resplining axles. Like, we should be in good shape with this.
Hopefully. Man, this is nice. We're in Palos Verdes, California. We had a sweet drive up here in my old 67 C10, and we're visiting Joe, who's a Roadkill fan. He's been to a bunch of our events, and he's got a 71 240Z with the same aftermarket rear suspension. And Finnegan scienced out that the lower control arms have adjustable heims on them so that we can spread it out, which will solve our problem with having too long of an axle. So this is gonna be great. We're gonna gut this guy's car and leave him with a shell that won't roll anymore. Perfect Roadkill. What all are we taking here?
Just these control arms, unless you needed something more.
All we gotta do is unbolt the inside.
And drop the coilover.
Yeah, unbolt the strut.
And pull the brake line, and you guys are set.
Yeah.
Coilover's off?
Yeah. The plan here is to take out the coilover from the top, the control arm from the bottom, disconnect the brake line, and take the whole thing as a unit back to our shop so that we can use our cool slide hammer attachment to get the lower pivot out.
Done.
This feels good.
That guy was cool.
Can't believe you let us strip his car.
What we're looking for is the aftermarket control arm being not shorter than the stock one. It needs to be longer. It's currently an 1/8 shorter. So the heim joints have to be threaded.
Okay, wait a minute.
A lot. Oh, dude.
Okay.
I can't even see the end of that heim.
That's not going to work. I think you have a 1/4 inch of heim sticking in that bung, and unless there's some super extendo 3-inch long heims out there that I'm not aware of.
The tubular control arm is shorter than the stock control arm, not longer, and there's not enough adjustment in these heim joints in order to make it the 2 inches longer that it needs to be. Dear Joe, thank you for being a Roadkill fan and allowing us to disassemble your car. We appreciate you, but it did no good.
Let's just light everything on fire. Yeah, they're shorter. They're not longer. They're shorter, dude.
That is the story of our last 3 to 4 days. Debacle. We had 3 sets of axles that were the wrong length, so we can't get the rear suspension together. Then we did the Hail Mary with that guy Joe, who was super cool, and we gutted his car right in his driveway, got back here, and oof, like that, realized that the control arms were completely wrong, also not the solution. So right now, it's Friday at like 6 p.m. There is nothing we can do to get the rear axle solved. Next week, we're gonna have to find a way to get some axles made or something. We've got like 3 different schemes in place with different people to figure out how to fix it. So what we're gonna do now is actually drop the car down and start worrying about other things. I've wired up the fuel system, I've wired up the transmission reverse lockout doohickey, and now we gotta deal with the clutch hydraulics, which I'm gonna do upstairs, and the shifter and some other stuff. So here we go. Dropping the car down and finally moving on from the stupid IRS that I never want to touch again as long as I live.
This will be a piece of sheet metal that covers the gaping hole that was in the transmission tunnel left over from, I don't know, the previous 2 transmissions that used to be there. I'm gonna cut a nifty little hole right there. Then I'm gonna cut it out of sheet metal here. Shifter will come through. I'll high-five Freiburger. He'll probably cry because something's actually getting done. Yeah! Happy days are here again.
So I think it's ready to fire up.
This is the part where we make noise?
Uh-huh. There we go! It's working! Okay, it works.
It's just like I remembered it. So crappy, I love it.
All right, that's a victory. We've gone as far as we can go. So
We now have to take a week off and go shoot other shows and things like that, and then we gotta come back and get this thing running in time to drive it to the SEMA show in Las Vegas.
And we'll have axles by then.
All that stuff.
Correct ones.
A bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong? I feel much more relaxed now. You know why? It's 2 weeks later. And in the interim 2 weeks, there's been all sorts of relaxing things going on. Like, we shot a whole episode of Roadkill Garage, a whole episode of Faster with Finnegan, a whole episode of Junkyard Gold, and 4 episodes of Engine Masters. And now we're back here with the Rotson. You know how many axles we ended up going through in order to find the right ones for the independent rear suspension? 9! Yes, 9 axles was the key number. And because we were out doing other things, we had Lucky bolt them in for us. He also made the brakes work, had to grind down the caliper here to make it work with the wheel, put on a little wheel spacer. This is all good to go. So finally, Finnegan and I can move on into doing the other things that this turd needs in order for us to hit the road. It needs like a passenger seat, and we gotta figure out why that turbo is smoking so bad. We got a real oiling problem there of some kind. And then once we get it fixed, we're hitting the road to the SEMA show. And we might even make it there, but I doubt it. This thing is a turd. It really is. We gotta figure out why this thing is huffing so much smoke, and Finn wants to make a new exhaust pipe for it, because this one just blasts the windshield. Blast the windshield on my side, though. You're good with that.
When we're going $160 allegedly on the highway.
We?
Today. You and me.
You.
Like Thelma and Louise.
Oh no, this is your.
We can't have
your
oil,
deal.
you know, in our peripherals.
Yeah. I wonder if you've got the drain on the pressure and the pressure on the drain.
That's possible. The only way to know is to take the lines off, pull the plate off, and then look and see which hole is bigger, because the bigger hole will be the return.
Right.
And I don't remember which is which when I made that thing, and that was 4 years ago.
11/16.
I'll fix the exhaust if you fix that. So let's talk about the history of the hater pipe on the Rotson, right? When we first built this car, the turbo was mounted much lower in the car, right? And it had the very first hater pipe with a tractor flapper valve on it. And it came up out of the hood right around here, and it was kind of low profile. And then when our headers fell apart because they were built out of really cheap thin wall tubing, we moved everything up here, and we built hater pipe number 2 that came up straight and was taller and had a flapper right about here. And then Freiburger, I think you took this motor to Engine Masters.
Correct.
And it was lighting the roof of this
cell on fire.
It was lighting the dyno cell on fire. So at West Tech Performance, this got cut up and moved kind of sideways, and it's just been sitting here kind of like this ever since. And neither one of us are in love with how it looks. But right now, because of the oiling problem with the turbo, it's throwing oil all over the windshield. So if we can fix the oiling, great, but it still looks weird. So I'm thinking we should cut it and at least straighten it up and put another flapper on it.
Yeah, it needs a flapper. But here's breaking news. We have it plumbed correctly.
It's not like us. Okay, so then our problem then is the oil drain line needs to go back down to the pan. Right now it's going to the valve cover, and it is going through a scavenge pump that's pumping the oil, but it's still way too high. So I think we're gonna have to weld a fitting into the oil pan, run the hose down there. Gravity should do its job, hopefully less smoke. Hater pipe 2019, done. I don't know why this makes me so happy. It's gonna obstruct my vision. It's gonna be loud. People are gonna stare. Oh yeah, that's why I like it. People are gonna stare.
Oh, we're screwed. I can't move it back because of the bell housing. I can't move it down because of that.
Oh no. This is the oil drain for our turbo. This needs to go to our oil pan, but we can't get the oil pan out of the car, so our options here are limited. We can't weld our fitting in there like we wanted to, so now we're gonna use, it's not quite a bulkhead fitting, but we're gonna make it a bulkhead fitting. We're gonna drill a hole, we're gonna shove the fitting in there, put a nut that only sort of fits the backside of the fitting on the inside, and then silicone everything, a lot. And I'm sure it won't fall apart the duration of this road trip.
All right, we're done. Now we have to move on to throwing a seat in the car. Oh, and figuring out if that even fixed the oil leak turbo smoking thing.
Ready?
Sure.
Nothing happens with the key.
You forgot how to start it? Up top on the roll cage.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. It's a race car now.
He forgot how to start it.
That was my fault. We have oil pressure.
It's fixed!
Hey, look at that.
Oh, ignore that part.
I think it's good enough for who it's for.
We're all good except for the actual wet oil coming up out of the pipe.
I'm sure that's residual.
Residual.
And it'll be much higher than it was before. That'll land on the Prius behind us. I'm cool.
I'm good. So
Okay.
I think all we have left to do is throw the passenger seat in this thing and, you know, give it a quick detail, you know, before the SEMA show. Then we're out of here. Ooh, headlights might work. I see something going on. Here we go.
Doing it.
Bronson lives.
New trans, new rear end, new clutch.
Not smoking yet. Man, this thing drives good.
That's good too.
Too bad it's utter trash.
I think we get there by midnight. We valet park this thing like G's. Roll in, bet it all on black.
I smell a lot of burning.
We got a lot of oil up there.
What's that grinding? Now you got me worried about that rear wheel falling off.
Who put it back on?
I put the wheel back on, but remember the whole clip thing?
What clip? Oh. Oh. You convinced me it was fine.
That was before we were driving it.
Oh.
I assumed we'd never leave the shop.
Oh. Whoops. Well, we're really not going very fast, so if it falls off, we'll be fine.
Yeah. If it fails to fail, will it still be the Rotson?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I can see through the roof right now.
I can too. Here and here and here. Over there. Right there. Yeah.
This car is still totally offensive. I think that's what I love about it.
It just died?
Yeah. Well, at least we got a shoulder.
Wow. Yep. The Rotson is great again. Oh, except for the dying on the freeway part. David Freiburger here, coming to you from the side of the freeway where the Rotson has failed once again. Mike Finnegan, what's going on in this situation?
Well, I'm having the time of my life, David, because as you know, the shoulder of the highway is where I like to spend all of my time.
So that's a wrap on the Rotson once again, failing us in royal form. We gotta get a battery. You know, the very first time that the Rotson ever failed on us, the battery fell over into the header and stopped our day.
Yeah.
So we built this battery hold-down bracket that's currently in our way.
It is. Now the question is, did the battery fail or do we not have a charging system?
I'd say both.
Yeah, we got no charging system.
Okay.
This will get us off the highway at least, though. Okay, it says cut, but it won't cut. These are the world's worst crimpers, and yet I'm going to use them to fix our charging problem. Battery's dead because the alternator's not charging it. And the alternator's not charging it because we had a little tiny wire that excites this thing, and it was broken in half. And I'm gonna fix it with this wire that's the wrong color and the wrong size. If I could just find something to cut it. Oh wait, here we go. All right, so I'll use the pliers to cut the wire, and then I'll use the wire cutters not to cut the wire. That's not even a good stripper either. All right, if you see these, just throw them. They're useless. Oh, but these won't crimp. I need those back. Damn. Okay, go for it.
We might have another oiling problem.
Well, stop. Keep doing it. You might not have the pump on.
I wonder if that somehow powers the pump.
That's my guess. The odd thing is that's not showing any voltage, but when I disconnect it, we get oil out of the exhaust, as if that's powering the scavenge pump or something somehow.
That is weird.
Yeah.
The whole problem was the wire was not going to anything. So there was no voltage to excite the alternator.
But I think if you start it up now, I think we're gonna see 13 volts right here. Going up. Go ahead, rev it. Okay. All right. The battery's really dead. It needs to charge, but it was climbing as you revved it.
Okay.
It's fixed. Barstow, baby, Barstow.
Woo-ha! What happens in Barstow stays in Barstow. It's a beautiful morning in the glamorous garden spot of Barstow, California. And while the Rotzen hasn't exactly failed yet, we do have a turd in the punch bowl. So when you accelerate even a little bit, it makes a hideous noise. It feels like a drive shaft hitting the underside of the floorboards, but in a really horrible way. But the thing is, it's got that independent rear suspension where the drive shaft and the pinion shouldn't move. But is it? We're about to find out.
Well, I'm not entirely sure what all the noise is, but it definitely sounds rotational. And it sounds like every time we accelerate and the car squats, something's hitting the drive shaft. And it might be this bracket that's swinging above it. I don't see a lot of witness marks, but I'm gonna take it out anyway. If nothing else, it's extra weight and we don't need it. Uh-huh, right there. I think that was the noise. See the shiny part? I think that little part was what was hitting.
Vegas, baby, Vegas.
Fixed? Fixed. Good. Nice work. No, 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 no! I have no door latch. Oh, just making a U-turn. You may find this hard to believe, but we just randomly turned off into the desert, and this is Las Vegas Boulevard.
This goes all the way to the Strip.
This goes all the way there.
And it parallels dirt and desert.
Well, that's prison right there.
All right, we're not gonna stop here.
But after prison, yes.
So we're nearly to Vegas, the car still runs, and we haven't done a burnout yet.
More importantly, the Rotzen hasn't failed yet. So we need to give it its best opportunity to fail.
Agreed. Let's go find some desert to play in.
Ooh, our natural habitat.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be bottoming out.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Watson levels the violence. That was pretty good.
It works!
And you know what? It's still rolling. Maybe it'll get us all the way to the SEMA show.
It works!
Let's go.
Vegas!
Vegas, baby. You're so money, you don't even know your money.
Oh, dude, you're like this big bear with these claws, and you got these claws, and you don't know what to do with them. We're 4 miles from the convention center, 4 miles from SEMA, and it's 235 degrees. What do you think? Keep going?
I thought it was gonna fail to fail.
Oh, it's gonna fail, but the question is, does it fail here on the strip, or does it fail at the convention center where all the cool cars are?
I can't believe the water's still in it right now.
Technically, we've won. We've made it here, but we're still 4 miles from SEMA in the convention center, and we are now actually overheating. That's 236 degrees and climbing. There's a lot of holes in this car that coolant could go through when this thing finally pops.
I got news, that's 240.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I feel the heat through the floor now.
Yeah, I smell it. I almost don't want to pull next to the curb, dude. If it pops near a pedestrian, we're in trouble.
I know, we gotta get in a lot or something. Let's just pull in here. The Rotson failed.
And technically we made it.
We did make it.
I could smell the corn dogs at that convention center from here.
Oh yeah, it's literally right there.
We're in Vegas. There's a Ferris wheel.
We got Vegas, we got the strip, we got the whole thing. We did not make it to the SEMA show. What happened is we were doing burnouts, as you know, and it got hot, and we got on the freeway, and it didn't get better, and we got in traffic. It climbed above 240 degrees while sitting in traffic. So,
walking?
Walking.
I love this car.
I hate this car.
Look at it, it's the Rotson. It's back. The Rotson rules. It goes, it stops, it turns, it drifts, it does donuts. The one thing it doesn't do is stay cool in traffic, and I don't care. I'm not sure Freiburger understands what true love really is. I don't care how much this car hurts me. Every now and again, it shows me just a little bit of performance, gets me all excited, and then it leaves me stranded, and I'm okay with that.
Finnegan loves this car, but the thing is, every time I start to develop just a little bit of affection, maybe even some puppy love, it goes right off the cliff for me. And right now, I would say I absolutely love the transmission that we swapped in the thing. The rear end is great because it didn't break, but it is clunking and making some noise like maybe it has a bad bearing. And worst of all, it finally failed on us. And the problem is cooling system. Now the upside is there's nothing here that we can't more easily fix, and hopefully it doesn't sit for another 2 years. I take that back. Let's let it sit for like another 5 years. You know what? Maybe Finnegan should just take it home. That would be fine with me.
I hope they changed the theme music for the end of this episode. I feel like it deserves something better than we normally have.
Like the Rocky music or something?
Definitely. Eye of the Tiger.